Well, hello there and good day. Thank you so much for joining us. I am FrostPDP. I am accompanied by Ariel, and today is November 26th. It is 8:15 p.m. and I am recording this here little channel update. It's not going to be a trailer, it's going to be an update. Why don't you see me? Why don't you see what's going on? Let me introduce you to the future of this channel in a sort of kind of don't panic way. We have our cat. She is normal. We have me, and I do look different. So if I look different and if I sound different, well, as you can see, I have short hair now. Very short hair, in fact. Maybe going to grow it a little longer. What happened is I had a minor surgery on my sinuses. That made bathing kind of difficult. Long hair became extra difficult, and I was approaching the 3-year anniversary of my father's passing anyway, so I was like, yeah, it's about time to get rid of this hair. It doesn't look very great anymore, and all of that stuff. What does that mean for you? Well, it means that the channel is going to change. I want to go through real quick what the status of the channel is. So first of all, when it comes to Baldur's Gate, I'm going to bring a couple of things up real quick. I hope you don't mind. This is my file explorer. And as you can see, I have, well, files. And these files go back all the way to, well, some other stuff, but you can see that I have episode 125 from May 9th of 2024 all the way down to, well, it says episode 156 here. If it plays, I'll be very mad. Episode 156 here, which was recorded 11/2. This was recorded 11/14. This is probably episode 157, which is like the aftermath of the Iron Throne. And yeah, those are things that exist. So that is where I am at in the game. If you notice, I've really uploaded only up to about episode 138. So by the time this goes live, you will still be seeing very old, very long-haired me. Now, here's where this matters to you. What else is going on? Well, number one, I was just dealing with stuff. That's fine. But people deal with stuff all the time. Number two, I have something I want to show you. You might hear it before you see it, but you also might see it. You may recognize this game. You may very well recognize this game. It is extremely loud. And it doesn't show you the little thing in the middle, unfortunately, for some reason. I don't know why. So, at best you can say this is an imperfect implementation of what's going on. But maybe this will ring a bell. You see this? This is a really old video, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not an old video at all. But years ago, when I was doing technical stuff, I put out a couple of videos called Legions for Windows. About a really old game, 1994, I want to say, where you played as various kingdoms and you did various stuff. You can't see the pop-up windows that I see, but you can see the game itself. And I'm experimenting with it. It is extremely loud, so I'm going to click off of it just to mute it. And yeah, so if I can get this working a little better, this game is now available on Good Old Games. It's $5.99. I strongly recommend you try it. It may not be fancy, it's not up to date, but it's very fun. And it's worth a shot. What's the worst that happens? You lose $6 on a game you don't like? The only flaw I would say that it has is its unit and technology system is not particularly intuitive, in that you need to buy technology, you need to trade, you need to expand quickly in order to get resources. This is your capital city right here. You can't even see my mouse over. Yes, you can. Now that I've clicked on it. Your capital city or any major city is a 4-square city. Little towns are 1-square towns. You can only build units here. And you can only build boats in port cities. That is important because if you happen to do a random world like I did, and you end up with a continent, like kind of like this, that doesn't have a port city, like how 1, 2, 3 cities aren't port cities, but the one in the bottom right is, well, you will find that you do not have the ability to build boats on that continent, and you're kind of stuck at a stalemate. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, It's a very fun game. I strongly recommend it, and it's something that might well appear on this channel, depending on if I can get it all to work. See, I'm sort of like testing this as I go, so the stuff that's not working is stuff that I'm learning isn't working. Fancy that. So I'm still going to be making Baldur's Gate stuff. I'm going to hopefully get Legions to work a little better and play some Legions. And I still got the cat. I'm still doing fine. Still have my neck issues. The surgery was for my sinuses, which is nice. I might sound better. I might sound a little deeper, because apparently I have fluid all up in here. Now, eventually the next thing might need surgical intervention. I'm seeing somebody about that on December 3rd. 3rd anniversary of my dad passing. Ironic. Probably get some tests ordered. See where we're at. Everything's good. Otherwise, in my real life, in my career, right now I'm doing a tabletop role-playing game design. It's called Panamagica. I might talk about it here or there. It's going to have its own YouTube channel, but I will certainly link to it in post. If you're interested in tabletop role-playing games, give it a check. It's the sort of thing, years ago in like 2020 or 2021, we did a Shadowrun campaign. It's similar to Shadowrun, but very different. But the Shadowrun campaign was very customized, and that Shadowrun campaign is sort of like a little bit of a basis for what's going on with that. Otherwise, yeah, this is my cat Ariel. She's clawing my arm right now, which is why I pulled her away. So I will still be playing Baldur's Gate, and just know that a lot of the Baldur's Gate videos that go up were recorded months ago. They are not going to be version 7, just because right now with the mods the way they are, it's sort of stuck in version 6, and while we could probably spend the time to upgrade it, chances are, like for my multiplayer group and my single player experience, we're both in basically the same part of the game, and I don't want to do anything that's going to break either. So, probably won't do 7 until I do a second Baldur's Gate run. I'm looking for a game to play after Baldur's Gate besides Legions, because Legions is kind of like a low-key, just like I got 30 minutes to record an episode, whereas Baldur's Gate is like in-depth playable. Dragon Age is a possibility. I don't know anything about it, so I'd sort of be like jumping in the middle, and I don't like doing that very much. I tried Space Marine. I might try it again, but I didn't really like it, so it's just the perspective. It's behind the shoulder, and it's to the right behind the shoulder, which to your end looks like the left, so it's like over here. So the entire left side of your body, which again on my camera looks like the right, is like you can't see anything past, like you see how like the webcam windows over here, there's a little more room to see as opposed to what's over here. It's kind of like that, and it really gets in my head. It's just a personal thing, but it gets in my head. So that's about it. I wanted to keep this under 10 minutes. I've kept it under about 7.5. So yeah, if you enjoy what you see, like, share, subscribe, friend, follow, all of that stuff. If you want to know what happens next, we hit 731 subscribers, I think I saw, but that fluctuates. So I'm just gonna say we hit 725, which is awesome. You know, monetization at 1,000 would just be a nice touch. I'm not hurting for money. I'm doing okay. So, you know, I appreciate your time. Thank you all so much for joining me. And as always on this channel, pieces.